Do you food prep? Maybe you've tried it before. Maybe you're a little confused about it as far as how exactly to go about it. Maybe you are concerned about the price of it or the time it takes or a million other questions you might have on food prep. Well, we're going to be talking about every single one of those questions and more in today's episode. So strap in and get ready for episode 073. Let's go.
I've always been that skinny guy.
Why can't I gain muscle mass?
What do I do in the gym?
They said I'd always be skinny.
This is your complete source for how to gain lean muscle and break out of your skinny body. From nutrition to getting the most out of your workouts and everything in between. We know just how frustrating gaining muscle mass can be, but don't worry, we've got you covered. You're listening to the Bones to Bulk podcast.
Hello, welcome to today's episode. My name is Brian Parody, and I will be your host today, and I'm excited you're here. I'm excited to be talking about food prep, because food prep is awesome. Side note, so I've got this new, massive desk in the office that I built, and my cat, who is more like a dog, I promise you, he's crazy, loves it. He's claimed this spot on it like it's his spot to just chill, and he's like a dog where he likes to sleep near you. So he'll come and get near your feet or get near you, and this is new for him. So he loves the desktop. But anyway, enough about the cat. Let's dive into food prep. So food prep. Maybe you're on the fence about it. Maybe you have done it before, or maybe you're confused as to how it works, how much it costs, why you should do it, all these things. Well, I'm going to tackle all these questions. So first off, let me just say, food prep is king when it comes to staying on track with your food goals. It truly is. And as you know, I've said before, food is most of the battle when it comes to hitting your fitness goals. So you nail down your food and you're going to be well on your way to your goals. And food prep is probably the number one thing you can do to make sure you stay on track with your food. I do want to mention, if you've not been to bonestobulk.com, head on over there. Right on the homepage, you're going to see the workshop that I've created. It's like 15 minutes. It's informational packed video that really lays the foundation for everything you need to know for getting started and for really making the most out of your fitness journey. So head on over to bonestobulk.com and check that out. So first off, food prep. Isn't it expensive? No, it's not. I am not one of these, everything has to be from Whole Foods and non-GMO and organic and all this stuff. I don't do that. If you do that, cool. It's just I personally don't. I shop at Kroger, regular grocery store, and I eat healthy from that. So it's not expensive. In fact, food prep saves us so much money. When you compare, I've done breakdowns of certain meals I eat, and compared to even going through and getting fast food for breakfast and lunch, it saves you literally hundreds of dollars every month. Because when you meal prep and make things in bulk, your food cost of an average meal for breakfast or lunch is only a couple bucks, if not less. And you can't really get a full meal for $2 anywhere. It's not going to happen. So it saves money. It truly does. The second reason why you need to food prep is it saves you time. I don't know about you, but I work full time. I run Bones to Bulk. I've got 2 kids under the age of 6, and I've got my own fitness to worry about. My wife works. She runs her own business. Our lives are pretty busy. It's it's crazy getting everything scheduled sometimes, but food prep helps so much, because let's face it, how many times do you get off work late, or you've got activity going on with the kids, and you don't really have time to sit there and spend an hour making dinner? Well, guess what? When it's prepped, all you have to do is throw it in the oven and wait for it to warm up, and you're good to go. You don't have to do anything. So it saves so much time. On average, I usually do it Sunday mornings is when I do my food prep. I'm done in 4 hours, sometimes less, but on average about 4 hours, and that's all of lunches, all of dinners for the week. For the week, I usually do oatmeal and a shake for breakfast, so I don't really prep that because that's pretty freaking simple. But it's super easy to prep your food. Now, easy tips on how to food prep if you've never done it. First off, your meat. You've got to figure out, what kind of meat you're eating, whether it's fish or chicken or turkey, and how you want to prepare it. I like to use a lot of different spices to change things up. I love some of the powdered, like flavor mixture things they sell in the grocery store. I don't even know what they're called. But for instance, I love this one. It's called stir fry, and it's this mixture of all different spices that give your food a stir fry taste. And so what I'll do with that one is I get those aluminum, they're not aluminum foil, but aluminum trays, like the cake pan type things, the disposable ones. I buy those and I cut up chicken and I put it in the bottom of that. And then I'll cook that chicken. Then once that chicken is cooked, I will add veggies and all different stuff to it. So broccoli or carrots or onion, whatever I'm adding to it. Then I'll throw in the stir fry seasoning mixture and then I'll remove it, cover it with aluminum foil, and throw it in the freezer. And that's an entire meal done and ready to go. I do that with all my meals. They're all done in that style to where I cut up the meat, cook it, and then add in whatever else is going in. There's some things that you've got to kind of figure out as far as what does and does not work to food prep. For instance, pasta isn't really that great after like several days or frozen and reheated. So, if I'm making something that consists of whole wheat pasta, for instance, I love making like a healthy chicken parm. And I'll cook the chicken in homemade tomato sauce and all that in the oven. And then the night we're having that, I'll throw that in the oven and then we'll just cook some pasta, which takes like 10 minutes. So it's super easy. Rice is another thing I don't really like to mix in with my food just because when I'm baking it, because the rice gets really crunchy and hard and I don't like that. So I'll cook the rice on the stovetop and then put it in a container and freeze that whole container of rice, or usually just stick it in the fridge because rice lasts a while. So that's kind of how I break up different food items, but I do all of it at once. And when you're doing it all at once, you've got everything out, you're cutting up stuff. It's so easy just to knock it all out. Then when it comes to your actual prep of once everything's cooked, it's dividing it up, measure out, figure out what you're going to eat for lunch, what you're going to eat for snacks, and measure that stuff out. For instance, I do almonds and pumpkin seeds for a snack, and part of my food prep is for every day, I fill up a little Ziploc or a little container with my pre-portioned sizes. I measure it out so that every day when I'm packing up my lunchbox for work, I can just throw it in there. I already know it's the exact amount I need, etc. And so all these little things, yeah, it may take you 4 hours that day, but that's stuff I don't have to do for the rest of the week. I don't have to think about what I'm eating, because when you run short on time or when you don't really know what you're going to eat for dinner, guess what? You usually end up swinging by a restaurant, picking something up, ordering pizza, ordering takeout. Shoot, with Uber Eats, you can order food from wherever now. And so by having your food already set up, you're avoiding that. It's no longer a question of, well, what do you feel like for dinner? No, it's like, hey, we still have this in the fridge or the freezer and we're going to eat this tonight. And so it takes away that being able to reason yourself out of eating healthy because you don't have something cooked or you had a long day or the kids have to go here or you have a meeting, like whatever. Those excuses are gone when you food prep. When your food is on track and you're eating good throughout the day and throughout the week, you're more likely to work out. You're more likely to make good decisions because when our food is on track and we're prepping things like we should and we're eating good, it really helps motivate us to have our workouts on track and to stay healthy and make good decisions in other areas, because it's kind of like oxygen feeds the fire, right? As we do more and more things that contribute to our overall health, the more we want to do those things. And it becomes less and less of a chore as we really step into that. So if you're not food prepping, you need to start. And you don't have to start off full blown. Like if it's overwhelming to you, guess what? Pull a few recipes, healthy things, and just do a few meal preps. Maybe just meal prep 2 nights and your snacks and have those things pre-made ready for the week. Like it doesn't have to be this all or nothing mentality. Start where you're at and even a couple nights, and it will build from there. As you do it, you'll become more comfortable with it. When I first started meal prep, it didn't take me 4 hours. It took me a lot longer. It took like a full day. But as I've done it over and over and over, like anything, it's gotten easier, and there's a method to the madness, and I can know what I can do at the same time to make the whole process easier. And you'll learn the tips and the tricks as you do it that will help you meal prep faster and easier each week. So that's your homework for this week. Meal prep. It's going to literally change the game for you. I truly believe it will. All right, if you're on social media, please follow me at Bones to Bulk. I'm on IG, Facebook. We have an amazing group over there. And also, I'm new to the world of TikTok. I'm still trying to figure all that out. And I just like all the music selections you can choose from it. So if you're on there, check me out. With that being said, remember, no matter what anybody has told you, what walls you've hit, what things you are facing that are maybe negative in your life right now, push past them, focus on the positive, focus on what you can change and what you can do. You've got this.